Hey everyone, so I wanted to answer a few questions for you guys that you've been asking me a lot lately, and I told you I would be giving you an answer in a video, so here it is. You're wanting to know why I moved out from my apartment with Megan. Well, things have been getting pretty serious with Joey and I decided to move in with Joey. So now I'm here. I've been here for about a week, and I'm totally just kidding because I did not move in with Joey. I'm just shooting a video at his house today because we were hanging out and I needed to shoot a video, so I'm doing it here now. But yeah, in all seriousness, basically what happened was I was living with Megan. We've lived together for about a year now and things were going great. I love Megan. She's an awesome roommate. We're still best friends and everything's cool with us. I just wanted to clarify to you all the story that happened. So basically I had this landlord that I really didn't get along with, and I kind of disagreed on his decision to be involved in my life as much as he was. And I'm somebody who has a lot of personal space issues. Like, I don't like people crowding my space. I don't like people coming over. I just don't like people in my living space and my personal space. I'm very guarded sometimes when it comes to things like that, probably to an extreme degree that might not exactly be super healthy, but it's just how I am. I don't like my personal space being crossed, and I felt like my landlord on multiple occasions was crossing my personal space boundary and making me feel really uncomfortable and feeling like it was kind of inappropriate for the amount of investment that he was giving to my life, and it just made me feel weird. Now, I was trying to get over it and trying to be cool about it, but then one day when I was gone and I was shooting the Click Click, and I was gone for like maybe 3 or 4 hours, and I had left Beta on the porch, which is what I do a lot of times when I leave the house and I'm be gone for a while, because she gets a lot of anxiety if I leave her inside the house, and but she doesn't get anxiety if I would leave her outside on her porch. And so I left her out there with water and like everything she would need, like food, toys, like her little kennel thing, like whatever. And it was about 78 degrees outside, which is like not that hot, but it is kind of warm if she's out on a porch. And so when I was on my way home from shooting the Click Click, my landlord texted me and was like, "Hey Kat, are you almost home?" And I was like, and I replied and I was just like, "Why?" Like, "Yeah, I'm almost home, why?" And he's like, "Because your dog was in trouble and she was overheating on your porch, and so I went into your apartment and took her and brought her to my apartment and gave her a bath. And now she's cool and I'm gonna bring her back into your apartment so she's there when you get home." And I was like, "Hold the phone, excuse me, you did what? Like, you went into my apartment without asking me first or Megan, and you took my dog and gave her a bath because she was overheating?" Like, I don't know. I get that he was trying to help, but there's a few reasons why this is not okay. One, because it's against the law. You can't go into somebody's apartment, especially if you're the landlord, without giving a 24-hour notice. And secondly, he already kind of like made me feel uncomfortable, so the fact that he went into my home without telling me really pissed me off. And then thirdly, I don't even remember the third reason, but it just made me really upset. And like, I called my mom and I was like yelling at her, because not her, but about the situation. And I was just I was crying and I was like, "I can't believe this man just went into my apartment like without asking me." Like, if he had just called me first and been like, "Kat, I think your dog's overheating. Like, I think something's wrong with your dog. I'm gonna go get her. Is that okay?" Then this whole situation could have been like avoided, of me getting upset or whatever. And but he didn't, and it made me feel like my personal space was violated. I didn't trust him anymore. I just had all these feelings coming up when this happened, and I was trying to work through it and I was trying not to overreact. But then he made a comment to Megan about like a few days later, saying that he had no problem next time something happens with Beta to call the ASPCA on me and get my dog taken away, because like you know, the people that take pets away from people who abuse their dogs. So he felt like I was abusing my dog, and I just couldn't live with the pressure and the thoughts of, what if he calls the ASPCA on me, like, or lies to them and tells them that I'm like abusing my dog and all this stuff. And I just felt like he was kind of a passionate overreactor who is obviously a very proactive person towards animals and stuff. And I get that he wants to help my dog, but I don't get why he's being so crazy about it. And I don't know, this is just me venting about this story, but all of this leads up to the fact that I did not want to live in that apartment anymore with that landlord because he made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't want him to take my dog away, and I didn't want him involved in my life anymore because he was becoming this pain of a situation, and I just didn't want. I'm home all the time. I work from home. I socialize at home with my internet friends, and I'm just like home all the time. So I didn't want to have to deal with him anymore, and Megan didn't want to move, and she didn't feel the same way that I did. She didn't really feel like what he did was like that big of a deal, which is fine because it wasn't her dog and it wasn't her situation to have to deal with, and she shouldn't have to move just because I have an issue with our landlord. So she decided that she was going to stay at the apartment, and I decided that I was going to just move to a different one. And I still live like less than 10 minutes away from Megan. We're still going to hang out. We're still going to be in videos together. We're still best friends. We're still going to do everything like together, just like normal. It won't be too much different for you guys. And yeah, so that is my explanation as kind of just the backstory on why I moved, what went down with that, and yeah. Woo! Okay, so moving on to the next topic of you guys like wanting to know updates, explanations, and stuff is our web series. And you're asking me all the time, Kat, what's going on with Quality Time? We donated money to this Kickstarter, blah, blah, blah. So we shot the pilot, and it was great, and it was so much fun and so awesome, and we still plan on doing Quality Time, but that was around the same time Playlist was going on, and we started working with Teen and doing all this other stuff, and we got super, super busy, and we fell behind with being proactive on making Quality Time happen. But we literally had a meeting 2 weeks ago about it with some people, and we're still wanting to make Quality Time happen. We want to add Joey into it. We still want to do Quality Time, very much so, but these things take a lot of planning, a lot of time. You got to get money, sponsors, people to be in your video or your series, people to shoot it. There's just so much planning that goes into something like this, and Megan and I just haven't had the time to really focus on getting that done. In addition to Quality Time, you are wanting to know about Cooking Wars, and I literally hear from you guys every single day about Cooking Wars, and I just wanted to address the fact that we are also working on Cooking Wars. We also had a meeting with people a few weeks ago about Cooking Wars and getting season 2 planned out for that, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. I cannot wait to do Cooking Wars season 2. We have a lot of stuff planned. We've got like really specific episodes and like themes, and just, I don't know, I'm so passionate about Cooking Wars because it's going to be such a good show, and I think you guys are so going to like it. It's going to be so worth the wait, and yeah, so I just wanted to cover the topics of Quality Time, Cooking Wars, and me moving out because all of you keep asking for, you know, explanations, and that's kind of the update of what's going on in my life, and I feel so tired, like I just talked for forever. Whew, long video is long. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for caring enough about my life to constantly ask me these questions, because I really want to like let you know what's going on in my life. Sometimes I just get caught up and busy, and I don't get a chance to tell you until it's already happened and everything in hands. So, alright, well that is it, and I will see you guys later, and okay, bye. That was like the most awkward goodbye ever. I'm just gonna stop filming now.